Hey folks, how's it going? So you're going to ask yourself the question, what's with the sunglasses? I had to go and get drops in my eyes today, and my eyes are really blurry and everything's really bright. But I wanted to get this video out, so I just said, oh, who cares, get it done. Looks like I'm going to have to get some cataract surgery because, when you get older like me, it happens, right? Time wears out the old eyes, and because I'm always using my eyes, I think that's basically what happens at some point. You just kind of need a little reboost or something like that with the old cataract situation. Anyways, my painting today, or drawing, or illustration today, something a little different, not something that everybody does, and I think a lot of people question me about it as to what's this about, and I really don't know what it's about, but I think maybe there's always that little thing that sits in the back of your brain. Anyways, enjoy the art, please. If you can subscribe, I love that. Thumbs for like up, bell for notification, all those things. Great. Okay? So watch the video. That's what I do. I hit it twice.
No, it's recording.
I know. That's right. It is recording, dear. So, guys, we have a new program that Sue's using, and I was having a lot of trouble with this. I think actually getting this video, it's been kind of a pain, to be honest. Hasn't worked out as well as I wanted to. Plus, also, when I decided to get started with this video, I had a million different little feelings going on. You get certain times in life, certain things happen, and sometimes they bring out emotions or whatever like that. And I think that's what happened with this particular one. Basically, the first part of it was that I had a whole different idea of how I was going to do this video. And that was I was going to do it in 3 sections. So I was going to try this particular drawing 3 different ways. So one of them I was going to do in a watercolor. One of them I was going to use the markers, the acrylic markers. And then one of them I was going to do just the black and the white, right, with just black marker. And I got to be honest, the black marker part of it looked pretty cool. It was the watercolor markers that I made the mistake of, because I got all excited and I grabbed this particular paper that I'm using right now, which is the recycled cardboard. And if you want to know what that sound is in the background, that is actually Sue just going upstairs in her chair. But anyways, what I was going to say is that I had started right away with these watercolor markers on the recycled cardboard paper. Bad idea. Bad idea. You can't do that. First thing is that at some point you're going to have quite a bit of water going on, and this is a cardboard based situation, and it's not made to suck up all that extra liquid, and of course it started to ball up. So what was looking really cool at the beginning turned out to look like a mess in the end. So I got frustrated with that, and I threw that aside. The other thing too was the black and white version. I thought I was filming it, and I didn't. I actually turned it off and didn't realize that I went through the whole thing and didn't do any of it. So there you are. That's that way too. Also, in the last week or so, I had a really bad cold, and headache, stuffiness, the whole bit, right? And just was feeling miserable. So every time I went to approach to get this done, I just felt like dirt. I didn't want to talk on the mic either, because basically everything was all stuffed up in my nose, and so I sounded horrible. I couldn't make any voice stuff, and I started getting a crackly, squeaky voice and all that kind of stuff. So I just decided, no, that's not what I'm going to do. Now, why do I do this one where I actually have the animals eating the animals? I think I do it for my own personal amusement. I just have fun with it. It's not a shock value type of thing. It's just more kind of like a, obscure silliness that I like about it. So that's why I went through the whole thing doing it this way. right? And at the end, I have my face, or what would be representative of my face, being the last part eaten. Now, is it a statement of something? It can be, but I don't always try to do that with my art. I like my art just to be kind of fun sometimes, and sometimes when you're looking at it, you might see something that I don't see. Now, on this one here, of course, it's pretty straightforward, and that it's just kind of silly, and I'm okay with that because I like silly. Now, as I say, normally when you come to my channel to listen or watch me draw or paint or whatever I have to do, I'm not too political. I'm kind of a pretty much straightforward, having fun kind of guy, trying to inspire people to enjoy what they're doing, to not be afraid, to go forward, and that. And At that particular time while I was doing this one, I was kind of feeling that situation where sometimes I needed to be inspired a little bit. And I was just like, growling through this whole thing. But in the end, I did wind up having fun and enjoyed what I was doing. Now, as I say, I normally don't like to make a big deal about something, or do I need to vent that often. But on this one, I am going to vent a little bit. And that is because I had a situation, probably because maybe I had a cold and didn't feel well and all this kind of stuff, and nothing was working out for me. So this just kind of irked the heck out of me. And that was, I went to go and get some fish for my garter snake. Now, I get there and they don't have what I want. So I decide to slightly upgrade the situation. And I made one mistake, and that was when I said, oh, this will suffice for my little garter snake until the next time I come and I can get feeder fish that I need. But I'll just spend the extra money and get this. And it seems that the person thought that was totally wrong. Yeah, that it was not right of me to get fish that cost more, or what they call pet fish. The difference on these fish are really slight. It's not like I bought a huge, giant, fancy goldfish or anything like that, which I would not feed my goldfish or garter snake anyways. But slightly a little bit different, moving a little bit faster. The ones I use are what they call Rosey Minnows. I've actually kept Rosey Minnows as pet fish. Now, when I did that, they never said anything to me about that. That was totally fine. And for some reason, when I said that I was going to feed the fish that's slightly larger than those guys and cost a little bit more money, that I was wrong. And I don't think I liked that. It really kind of peed me off. I was like, wow, you're going to tell me, and this is what I'm saying, that they told me that I would not be allowed to buy fish the next time I come if I'm buying to feed my garter snake. And I don't think that's exactly right. You buy the feeder fish. Yes, I would definitely buy the feeder fish because they happen to suit the right size and everything that I need, and they're less expensive, and that's what I'm using them for. But if I spend another $1 or $2 on top and get the other fish, and that's kind of my business. And the other thing too is I don't do it as a normal situation. I just did because I couldn't get what I needed. Sorry. Maybe that little bit of cold is still sitting with me. But it kind of irked me that they were going to ban me from being able to get my fish to feed my garter snake. And I normally don't even like to use live fish. I generally use frozen fish, but my garter snake has seemed to have gotten a feeling like it doesn't want to always eat frozen fish. It seems to put its nose up at it, and I'm not going to try to push it down its throat. I'm using a couple little live feeder fish. No problem with that, right? So I was dumbfounded by the fact that they told me, no way can you come in here and buy it like that. That's not fair. I need to feed my garter fish, guys. I'm willing to spend a little bit more money. The other thing, too, is how do you get this feeling that you can say, justify that it's okay to use those fish as feeder fish, but you can't use those fish as feeder fish? That you, with your ideal feelings that you're supposed to be the one that dictates what's better, and that I just don't think that's right. If a person, when I had my store, and of course I don't know if you know that, but I had a store. I had a pet store called the Reptile Store, and I had snakes, right? Now, I don't like to feed live rodents to my snakes. I use dead, right? And that just is much better for everything around. I could get into the politics of that. But if somebody came in and said to me, Paul, I would like to buy that rat as a pet, I don't care. Please, go right ahead. Enjoy. You want to buy those crickets as a pet? Go ahead, right? People sometimes would come in and they go, I love to hear the chirp of crickets. And there was a person that used to come in and buy crickets because they liked the sound of the crickets. And then once they, gone through about, a couple of weeks or months or whatever, and then there were no more crickets in the little container, they came and they got some more. So there you are. There's that part there. Now, I'm going to have to tell you that I'm going to not try and get more, talk about this kind of stuff anymore, because I like it where you come to my YouTube channel and you just listen to me talking about life and enjoying life, and basically saying, get on with your life, and if you want to do art, and believe in yourself, right, is what I want. But I think every once in a while you have to kind of say, hey, you know what? I don't like that. I don't like the way I was treated there, and I don't like what you're saying. I don't think it's fair. And this could go on for a long time, but it really brought up a lot of emotions, and I think that's why I kind of did what I did art-wise here, because in the end it was like, well, it's not a perfect world, and chickens might eat a rabbit, and a rabbit might eat a bear, and a lion might eat a shark, and a shark might eat an anaconda, and the anaconda might eat me. But that's just life, right? These are the things that happen, and we can't make it pretty, Like, I believe in being practical about something, and being able to say, okay, I understand, right? Other countries, they have rules on what they like to eat and what they don't like to eat, and that's just the way it is. And you're gonna feed your animal fish once in a while, and that's the way it is. That's the way it is. I don't know. I'm just kind of so amazed that these people had this feeling that they could tell me, like, no, we can't do that, and that they would want to deny my animal, which they are supposed to be animal people, food. Yeah, I think that's what it gets down to, is that they were going to deny my animal food because they felt that in a perfect world, you only use certain ones and other ones had a lower case, and they weren't as important. And I don't think that's fair either way, right? I'd love to just feed marshmallows to my animals if that was the case. Be a beautiful world, right? But it's not always a beautiful world, and can't always go around dictating to people to say, hey, this is the way it is. So, as you see, I am coming close to finishing this drawing, and I'm close to finishing my feelings on how I felt. I don't know if this did you any good, but I think maybe it helped me a little bit, just simply because I needed to get it out of me. there you are. Guys, thanks for listening. Maybe next time I'll be in a happy mood. I will be in a happy mood next time. That's a guarantee. Hey guys, I think you just watched the video. You heard what I had to say. I know that normally coming to my YouTube channel is just a guy having fun and talking and that, and I'm going to keep it that way. But every once in a while, a little bit of steam off, and that's what I did. Just something that kind of irked me. I understand those people had their feelings, and I have my feelings. And I just think maybe that's just the way it is. Yeah. Anyways, enjoy your day. Remember, be cool like a big bull moose. And remember to wear your pants.